Now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
So how do you do it? How do you easily accept and welcome criticism? Phil Zeller, Effective Communication. On a recent show, I shared with why it's important that we welcome criticism, as Mr. Dale Carnegie taught us in his research, and really understanding it helps us to lower our anxiety and lower our stress level in our life. And also it makes us more approachable, easier going, and does so many more healthy things for our life when we can just welcome criticism. And somebody reached out to me and said, well, okay, I hear it, and I can't disagree. Everything you said makes sense. But how do you do it in the moment? How do you do it without getting offended or getting upset that this person's coming at you and they're breaking you down? How do you specifically walk through that situation? So I thought I'd take a few minutes here today to share with you the steps to go through when you're welcoming criticism. And remember, the reason we welcome criticism is because either way, if they're going to stick around, we're going to get an education, we're going to grow. And if we're not going to get an education from them, then they're moving on, and we're going to control that. So let's control the situation. Let's control the way we act and the way we react so we can have positive, constructive conversations and communication with other people, even people who are choosing to criticize us. And as I said in the other show, is there's two reasons why. Either they care about you or they have information you don't that could help you. And in either essence, that would be a good thing. If they're just criticizing because they got nothing better to do with their life, that's a waste of time. And you're probably not even they're not going to entertain a conversation with you like we're having here today. So first thing we got to do is if somebody's going to criticize us is stay calm, hear people out. You got to understand, what are they criticizing you for? Because whatever the criticism is, like I said, if it's because they care about you and they want to see you get better, or they have information you don't and they want you to get your information straight, either way, you're going to win. So stay calm, hear them out. Make sure that they make sense. That's the first thing. So as you're listening to them, if they make sense, listen to the criticism and ask yourself, do I understand what they're saying? And confirm with them. So what I hear you're saying is this, and confirm with them what they're saying so you have a true understanding of the situation and what they're putting in front of you. Once you've got that, now you've got something to work with, and ultimately you're always going to be the judge. It's your perception's your reality. So the reality is that you're going to be the judge of the situation. But there's an opportunity here, though. If what they've said makes sense to them and it's clear and it's laid out and it has evidence, then you got to ask yourself the question, maybe they have something I don't know. Maybe they have some experience that I haven't had that could actually help me out. So then you have to get it in your head to be open to that self-improvement and open to that change. And if you go in with that attitude, well, yeah, maybe they do have something that is of value to me. And if I just listen to it, I could grow from it. So again, it's your mindset in the conversation. Part of that says that this person you're spending time with, there has to be some level of trust. There has to be some level of trust that you have in this person, that they're giving feedback with good intentions. If you don't feel there's any good intentions in what they're doing whatsoever, and they don't care about you, and they don't have information, that they haven't studied this, they don't know what they're talking about, then it's time just to move on, say, appreciate you, take care, have a great day. But if there's somebody you care about or somebody has knowledge that you don't, appreciate the fact that they could have good intentions and take a moment to listen. Do not react defensively. Don't get defensive. Your job is to hear them out, where they're coming from, and how can I use this information? And getting defensive is not going to help you to do that. So hear them out, listen to them, pay attention. And if they share with you, you did this and this is what happened, the challenge that you're going to have is to say, okay, there's no excuses for it. I did this because of this. Right, wrong, or different, these are the facts that I had, and this is what I acted on. People will respect you for that. And then when they're done giving you the feedback, what you want to do is you want to appreciate them. I appreciate you taking the time to care about me, to giving me your wisdom from your experience of how to make my life better. And appreciate them for taking the time to do that, because it's not that often people really want to help us to get better and we actually see it. But if we turn every one of these situations into an opportunity where they're trying to help us to get better, to make our lives better, It changes our whole mindset in these situations. And then, of course, at the end, agree with them. So if I run this situation again, what I learned from you today is this, and this is how we could move forward to make this situation better next time. And get them to agree with you on a path forward. So if you do these things, what you'll do is you'll be able to handle any of that criticism like a pro, and you'll make it look easier. And at the end of the day, by walking it through very simple like this, nothing is going to bother you. And you, my friend, are going to become highly educated. Like, go make it happen.